This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
I feel like Bam Bam the type to be drinking Henny.
Ew, no, please.
Oh, God. We would never allow him.
Right? Never.
I'd be like, listen, I know you a bad bitch, but you cannot digest that now.
This week we have a mini The Unit reunion on the charts. The SM live concerts are bringing us both chaos and happiness. And journalist Alexis Hodoyan joins us for our GOT7 Die mini album review. Check it out.
What's up, you guys? It is Not Your Average Fangirls. We are back with another week of K-pop-ness. It's your girl, Kat. And I have been on a dream binge. NCT Dream, that is. Waiting for their new comeback, which we will probably be talking... No, we will 100% be talking about next week. But I would just like to say that I love them very much. And I'm really excited about this comeback. Because just from the teasers alone, it's about to be the superior... dream comeback, the superior NCT comeback in general. Thank you.
Ooh, shots fired. Boop boop.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia, and it's amazing news that no one besides me cares about, but Raven is coming back with SoundCloud songs. We love this. Can't wait. It's +9 on SoundCloud if you want to know, but he spelled it like please 9, but it's okay, baby, you tried. It's great.
Wait, what?
Well, like his SoundCloud, like he was always saying like, oh, it's +9, but it's spelled please 9. And then I see what he's trying to do because he has like a plus sign on there, and like that's like what he's always doing, and that's his signature. But baby, it's like, it sounds like please 9. It's fine. +9. I get it.
But okay. He's pretty.
We let it go.
Good at
letting
music.
it go.
So.
Right?
He's smart too. Just, not the smartest.
Hello, everybody. It's Terica, and for a week I thought that my Mustard DVD had shipped because, I don't know, I thought I got a text that said Weeply. I don't know, but turns out it was my Do Young poster! So yay! Which is weird because online it still says, like, it hasn't given me any, like, confirmation. Like, it still says it hasn't been shipped. So if I get another one, I'm not gonna be mad about it. But anyways.
And hello, everybody. This is Carolina, and I am currently thriving because GOT7 came back, and all of the content that we've been getting, I am so happy. And we are going to be talking about the album today, and I'm so hyped. Yes.
We are going to jump into some news, though. There's actually a good handful of news today. Look at this. A good handful of news, but like no comebacks. Anyway. So there is a girl group that I never heard of before. They're called Girls Alert. But they're disbanding because their entertainment agency can't support them anymore due to the COVID-19, which is so sad. That's really upsetting.
Sad.
So they're already a thing? I thought they were debuting.
Oh, were they debuting? Okay, I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought that because I had never heard of them before. But that literally means nothing because y'all know I don't know anything.
I think what I read was that they had been out for like 2 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I mean, Roots, they come from like Roots Entertainment. I've never heard of Roots Entertainment. Nope. So it's a super small company. But that sucks though.
That does suck.
Like, they're just like, you know what? Like, we're going to continue. Oh, never mind. COVID-19 is here. Okay, we're going to have to fire you, basically.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, which I get. If they're a smaller company, they can't really, and they're losing money because they can't send the girls to do performances or, like, do anything. So, like, they're not really, that makes sense. That's so sad, though.
I know. But I guess, too, like, now that the contract's with them, like, it's over, so it's terminated, they can go and pursue, like, go and try to get into other companies or something like that, you know? So,
You're right.
I guess it's a good and bad, but Corona out here once again.
You want to know who else is out here once again? Produce 101. Why are we reinvestigating this? Who knows? But apparently...
Wait, again?
Yes.
Yeah, they're investigating season 2.
They have reopened the investigation for season 2, a.k.a. 101 season. For what reason? No idea. Like, we've already established that every season was rigged. What more do you want?
Like, what? But what can you do? Like, the group's not even together anymore.
I know.
So you can't, like...
Yeah, like, 101 came and left already. Like, what's the point? So what if it
Yeah.
was rigged? They're already out and about doing their own thing. Like,
You think that like everybody's gonna be like, oh no, it was rigged, so like you have to send back all your copies of albums and all your one-on-one merch and stuff. Like what? No. Get out
Can't
of
they
here.
use like their resources for something more important? I don't know. Just a wild idea.
I'm saying,
Right?
right?
Like, ninth room. Wait, what? Who was that? Who said that? What?
You're right. Well, we're talking about produce. We found out that Wooseok is going to be having a solo debut on May 25th. And the fandom name is Nia. But here's my bone to pick.
There's
What
all
is going
attention.
on? Yes. Why? Where's up tension? I don't like. Why is Wooseok debuting as a solo when there's a whole lot of tension out there?
Oh.
Anyway, he's also going to be in a drama with Chan from Ace.
Yeah.
So that's great.
We love that. Well, okay, let's move on to some other crazy things happening that happened this past week. So Super M just had a live concert on
Beyond
V-Live.
Live.
And let me tell you the amount of fan wars that this started because some people obviously can't pay for
It
this.
wasn't even
and
fan
some-
wars, because when you think of fan wars, it's one group's fans against another group's fans. No, it was the same group's fans
Okay, yeah.
against each other. It was the fans that appreciate the broke struggle and are like, you know what? I'm going to stream this live concert for you guys. Free of charge, just so you can enjoy this, because shit, like, you might not have $30 laying around in a pandemic to put towards V-Live to watch your favorite artist. And this could be like the one thing you're looking forward to is like seeing this concert. And then there's another group of fans that's like, well, that's illegal and we're going to report you to SM. And SM put out a whole thing that was like, if you illegally stream, we're going to sue you. But I won't sue people for harassing my artists.
I mean, I low key think they did that to placate a certain demographic of fans who reported all this to them. I feel like they
AKA K-fans.
Yeah, they really didn't care, but to placate those fans, they were just like, we'll send out a warning, here you go, because literally, like, nothing happened. And
I think there was a couple of like fans that they work like they're lawyers and stuff, and they were just like, I know the law and this ain't it. You can't sue me for that. And
people
I was
were just like, yeah, anyways. But like my thing is
Right.
too, like the sad thing is, it was one out of all the different fandoms that make up Super M. It was just one fandom.
It was
It was one fandom.
It was NCT fans, y'all. XOLs were unproblematic as hell in this situation, and that never happens.
Who would have thought that we would get to the point where the XOLs are the most unbothered in this situation?
XOLs were like, shit, okay, we'll watch the live stream. Like, yes, Jungin, Baekhyun, yeah, we love that. Listen,
These
Shiny
sweets-
stands don't give a shit. They just like, what?
Yeah,
yeah.
Shadows
what
don't
happened?
care.
Oh,
They're just
okay.
like, oh, okay. Taemin! That's all I see. But like, it's just so weird. These sweet, sweet girls of this NCT fan club, there's like, I don't know how many there are. There's like 6 of them or something.
I think there's
that run
6
it.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, we're all gonna buy like the thing, and we're all gonna give it out and stream it for all of you guys, because we know that this is like, you know, a crisis that's happening, and we know this sucks, and like everyone wants to get together and watch this and enjoy it. And everybody's like, wow, you sweet baby-faced angels. And then you have these fans that come out of nowhere and was just like, no, you're stealing from them. And everyone's like, stealing from who? From the man that's wearing a $3,000 bracelet on his arm for shits
Literally.
and giggles? Like, what? Like, and still the amount of money they made from that live stream. Even with all the people who watched without paying, like, they still made, like,
bank.
boo-hoo bank.
So that's why I didn't get it. I'm just like, listen, if I paid for it and I wanted to show the world, that's what I'm doing with the thing that I paid for, you know?
Yep.
So
It's different if someone, like, hacked the system and, like, I don't know, stole money from the SM bank account and then live streamed this for free or something. Like, okay, whatever. But it's like people paid and then they just shared it with other people. Like, people still bought the thing. Like, thousands of people still bought this thing for
And it's a
$30.
good
Hundreds of
time though.
thousands.
Like people are getting paid. Like jobs are being, taken away. So it's like it might not seem like a lot of money to someone else, but it's it's a lot of money for other people too. So you got to take that into consideration.
That's like a 2 days of groceries for some people.
That's what I was gonna say. $30. That's a lot, bro, for like a 2-hour concert. Comparing it to like food, like get out of here.
You know how last week we said that the N-City was not N-City, but it was NCT.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. This week I feel like we taking it back.
That lasted for 3 days.
This shit wild, yo. Like, this is like a soap opera.
I'm saying.
It's something
insane.
new. Something new every day, bro.
Well, we got something new the other day because apparently there were rumors of Kihyun of Monsta X and Bona from Cosmic Girls dating. And everybody freaked out for a good, 2 hours, I want to say. Not even.
Yeah.
Not even. No, it was like 45 minutes.
It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
45 minutes, basically.
And then Starship showed up like, boom, bitch, no, that's fake. But we had a whole meltdown because we were just like, literally, 2 weeks ago, we just said, Monsta X and Cosmic Girls act like they don't know each other. Oh, maybe it's because they had, some tea or whatever, like they're dating. And then the next day, this came out. I'm telling y'all, can somebody just blurt out numbers? I'm trying to win the lottery.
21!
93.
12.
6.
12. 11.
But it won't work because every time we predict things for ourselves, it's the snow. But when we predict things for other people, congratulations.
You're right.
I can just imagine though, Kihyun at home and Starship calls him and he's like, they're like, hey, he's like, what's up? They're like, hey, you dating Bona? And he like, who? Who is
that?
As he's telling Bo not to shut up because Starship is on the phone.
He's like, I haven't left my house in 2 weeks. What you mean?
But if they are cool, if they're not cool, just
no one cares.
Cool.
no one
really
normalize idols dating. Everybody, it should be a
please.
normal thing.
Thank you. In other fantastic news, we have Blackpink is featuring on Lady Gaga's album, which is wild.
It is wild considering that they underneath the dungeon. They're not even in the dungeon anymore. They're in the catacombs where they bury the dead people that died in the dungeon. That's what's happening to Blackpink. So I'm glad that they're digging their way out. They found a spoon and they went to dig it out of that tunnel.
And Lady Gaga was on the other side, like, here we go, ladies, I got you. I'm excited though to see what the song will sound like.
I can only imagine how upset Kevin Moon is. He's probably, why not the boys? Why Gaga? Why not the boys?
Maybe now Gaga will, expand. And it'll get to him loving Gaga, and then she's gonna be like, okay, I gotta.
She's gonna be like,
kid,
ooh, what's this? It's called Tattoo. Oh, the boys. Oh my god, who's that?
The
He's
boys.
cute. What's his name? Kevin Moon. Okay, Kevin Moon. Kevin Moon. Lady Gaga. What? Gaga.
Oh my gosh.
Him.
We gotta meet him. Fly him out right now.
She shows up at the boys' dorm. Hey guys.
Like, what's up? Yo, imagine that meme of the girl opening the door like, ah!
It's Lady Gaga.
But yeah, no, but I'm really excited to hear the song just because, and I'm wondering if they're gonna do a music video for it and everything. I'm like, yes, please, because that'll be dope.
In other news, one of my men's, Kang Daniel, God, love that boy. He came to us with a song for Pepsi, but this is a Starship collaboration. It's Starship and Pepsi collaborating, but
I don't understand that
neither
partnership.
Daniel nor Zico are in Starship.
No, because that's how the other ones were too. Because I know, most of them are not in Starship, but it's a Starship and Pepsi collab, and they get different artists to I don't know what kind of marketing campaign Pepsi's trying to accomplish here. Because I get it, because they're lacking. Even Dr. Pepper is above them. I'm telling you, when I was in Korea, I saw Coke, 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 Dr. Pepper, Coke, 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 Coke.
It's true.
There's one Pepsi. There's even it just reminds me of that
true.
clip of Jimin when he asked that lady what's the most popular soda here. She said Pepsi. He said, "Ha! Can I get a Coke?" Poor Pepsi. They're trying so hard and it's just not working, bro. But I wish y'all all the best because these collabs are cute. So
They're good.
Yeah,
Yes,
I like it.
Zico and Kang Daniel did their first song together, technically, as a 1-2. with a song called Refresh, and it was so cute and it was so good. Of course, it was
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love it. They kept a lot of the
Yeah.
like Korean traditional like cultural like things in the video with their attire and things like that.
It was cute. Yeah,
It was really
pretty.
nice. But it was so cute when they were just like with the Pepsi like cheering, like putting it up like
I was like, I wonder how many times they've drunk
And I'm
together.
like, first of all, the Pepsi can it's closed.
Okay, Carolina, listen, don't ruin the fucking. You ain't gotta come for Daniel like that, okay? He was trying out his acting skills. Shit.
You said, do I have to really drink this?
But it was good. I like when they do things like this. I mean, I have no hard feelings for this Pepsi thing because they were the ones that first gave me an Ong solo song.
Right.
But listen, the song was great, and then I heard the Ziako, and I was like,
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
I was like, he stayed like triggering me with that shit. Ziako, and I'm like, stop.
Love him.
I'm so sad that he didn't name his company Z-I-Co, like company Z-I-Co.
You know,
Wow.
he really missed an opportunity there.
But in some incredible news, me and Tarika are over the moon because Irene and Seulgi of Red Velvet have announced that there is going to be a unit with the two of them. And my rebel ass is shaking.
I'm actually kind
Yes,
of salty
I'm
though because
so
I
ready.
feel like they should have just added Joy in there for shits and giggles because like those three have been like, I don't know, doing a bunch of interviews together lately and just being together all the time, and I'm just like, and I think Joy's doing something separate, but I'm just like, why not just
And maybe it'll be like how we want Wonho to be on Monster X, like Monster X featuring Wonho. Maybe it'll be featuring Joe.
Irene and Seulgi featuring Joy. But I'm excited for this. This is gonna be fire. It's gonna be spicy.
I want to know what the unit name is going to be. That's what
Ooh. Not only that, but what concept are they going to give us? I'm excited.
it's going to be sexy. It better be sexy.
It's gonna be sexy female empowerment.
I know.
But yeah, this collab is gonna be fire. I'm excited. I wonder if it's gonna be like a mini album or just like, or is it gonna be like a song within a mini album of collabs, like units? So we'll get like a Red Velvet unit like album, and so like this unit will have a song, and then like Wendy and whoever they put it with her is gonna have a song. Maybe we'll get some solos. I think they should do that.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Maybe.
What I thought it was going to be is going to be like just two. Like JJP style. Like they were just going to do
I
a
love
mini
how she
album
named
together.
the units. Only
Yeah.
the units that involve
Exactly,
GOT7.
like a Just Two style.
JJP. She could have said EXO, C and or S and C. She could have said any of those. Like she said,
Nope.
just two and JJP. Like that.
Or since they always do like a red and a velvet, like maybe this is like Red Velvet and they'll put them in the units and like they'll do a red song and like they'll have like a complimentary song, but it'll be like a velvet like together.
Ooh.
Hire me.
Listen, Seulgi just like exudes the velvet theme, so I heard her and Irene do something in the velvet.
Oh, they definitely will.
That's what I'm hoping
They
too.
definitely will. I feel like that's their niche.
Well, okay, everybody, let's move on to our comebacks then for this week. We're going to be starting this off with Miss Solar, who officially is doing a solo debut with Spit It Out. And the song I'm not that big of a fan of, but outfits on point. And I really love the meaning behind the song itself. So I was just like, do your thing, girl.
Yeah. Same. I like the outfits. There's like 3 solid outfits that I was just like, I want those things. But like, I don't know. I just felt meh.
The song sounds exactly like Hip does. It's literally the same.
Oh, maybe. And that's how I felt about that too.
Yeah, no, for me, I was just like, I think they had like really good visuals in this music video. But the song just like, they hyped it up so much, I guess, like on Twitter and things like that, that for me, like it came out short.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just didn't. The song was just not for me. But I do want to say, though, Solar pulled off that ball look. And now that takes talent, because wow.
She looked like an alien. She looked like the thing from that, what's the name of that movie? Splice. She looked like the thing from Splice. Like, not in a rude way. I just feel like that's how
I really liked her outfits though, not gonna lie. Like all the styling was amazing. Also, she had like the rubber gloves with like the nails and rings.
Yes.
It reminds me of one of my favorite drag queens, Juno Birch. Love her. It reminds me of her. She does that as well, and I was like, wow, amazing. I hope that's like where she drew the inspiration from, but I don't know, who knows.
I like that little plastic type see-through like
Lisa Frank vibe.
Yes.
It was super cute. I was
And
like,
she was, oh my God, people were going so crazy. Like the K-Nets were just like, oh my God, she's naked. She's not wearing anything underneath. And I'm just like, no, she probably is. You just can't.
No, she definitely is, because like, I don't think she'll have her punani just like flashing people. Like her butt, yeah, but if she didn't have anything there, like her front would be exposed too, and I'm pretty sure like
she probably doesn't want that. So
no. But it was a cute outfit though. But yeah.
But it's like, it's okay. I like, this is something like, I don't see Solar as this type of girl, you know? I've all like, because even like in the beginning of Mamamoo, or when she was on like We Got Married with Eric, she's very like super feminine and like girl.
Yeah.
And, like dandy. That's what she is. Like she gives off the dandy vibe more than like the hardcore like Hwasa. Hwasa has the vibe that this song would go
and
for.
Maybe that's what it was, because I feel the same way. Like I'm not like a super huge Mamamoo stan. So like, what do I know? Maybe I don't know anything about like, but like just the vibe she gives. Like you said, like I thought it would go more like cutesy, not like cutesy, but more like peppy,
kind of like an IU.
Like
an IU vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's like a IU, but this video is like a Hyuna, and they're two very different.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it could be as easy as, you know, like she wanted to do solo debut and have something be completely different from
right.
And that's fine. But I was expecting something more on the like cute side, just like poppy type, and not this.
Which is okay to like explore other sounds. That's
Exactly.
Cool
Yeah.
But speaking of pretty dandy girls,
Ooh,
April
right.
came back with their song LALALILALA. Love that. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Which I think a lot of April or people were saying that this could be their last comeback, which is really sad. That makes me sad.
It's really sad.
Because I actually really like the song, and the visuals are really cute. And I think with April, like, I don't know, it just sucks because they're actually like a decent group. Like vocally, they're really good, and like their dancing's really good. But they're super hyper focused on Naya, who's like the it girl right now, kind of like she's acting hella. She's an MC now, like. Everyone's like, every time anyone sees her, they're like, oh my God. So like she was the center of attention the entire video, which
Oh, yeah.
which I mean is not bad. Like I get it because like she's popular, but at the same time I'm like, bro, like there's like 7 members of this group.
Yeah, exactly.
But I really like the song.
I feel like it's maybe April is one of the groups that it's like they have all of the elements, but then they just get shit songs. Like, they give them, like, maybe bad songs that are just not, like, cutting it for them.
Like, haven't found that one to kind of, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I like this better than Oh My Mistake. Like, heck
yeah. Yeah.
But, because it's, like, super catchy. I like that they have, like, that dreamland type of look. But I feel like, yeah, like, it just doesn't stand out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though. Like, it's so competitive now. Like, not that all these idols are like, oh my God, but you know what I mean? To like, it's competitive to grasp the attention of audiences, because a lot of people are such like one track type of people. I know like a bunch of people are just like, I like this group and this group only. So it kind of takes a lot to kind of like pull the
sway
attention.
Them
yeah.
into liking somebody new, you know?
Especially when you have like a new group debuting like every other month. You know what I mean?
Girl, like every other week. It's
True.
The next song we're going to talk about, wow, I was shook. Bandit came out with a pre-release single called Children. Yes. Let me tell you,
this was
my
good.
ass was not expecting this.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this shit.
With Bandit, it's like, it's always like hype music. And then, when this came out, I was not expecting this like chill of a vibe.
This lo-fi.
And and this R&B vibe, really, because they do pop songs. So you definitely weren't expecting an R&B track.
And then the animation of like the music video, like it was like, I really liked it. And shout out to them too, because in the background of one of the scenes when the little girl or whatever, or the woman, I don't know, is in the room, there's like little posters that signifies like childhood, because like the name of the song is Children. And there's a poster from this movie called Boyhood, which was shot in Texas, and there's parts of it that was shot in Austin, and it's a cool movie. And I was like, oh my God, I felt so connected. So yeah, shout out to them for that. But yeah, I really liked the animation. Like, it was really cool. Like it caught your attention, and it went well with the song, and I dug it.
I liked it, and I like the meaning too, because it's like, you know, oh, like I'm a grown up, so, but everything is just like okay, like it's like I'm not a child anymore, like I'm a grown up, I'm independent, but everything just is so hard and unfamiliar. Like I kind of feel like I'm a little kid again because I don't know about anything.
Right.
And I just thought it was really cute and completely different from what we would expect from them. So, and even just a song about, you know, like being a child, like, you know, being little and things like that. You don't see those often.
Yeah, and since it's a pre-release, it makes me really excited to see the vibe of the rest of the album or whatever they release. Yeah.
The next song we about to talk about. Everybody,
baby.
hold on to your we gonna talk about this. H&D, if you don't know, Hangyo and Do-hyun, formerly of X1, came out with their first mini album, Soulmate, with the title track Soul.
Listen,
it was good. The visuals were good too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Listen, when Hangyo, the moment. Okay, let me compose myself. It was literally like 10 seconds into this music video, like not even like
Balenciaga choker. That's all I'm gonna say.
And, yeah, and he shows up with a Balenciaga choker, bitch. Oh, my God.
Balenciaga.
That's how you know she was feeling it.
Oh my God. Like, I had to pause it, and I did not go back to watch the rest of the MV for like a good other 2 hours because I had to process that. I had to process what just happened. But this song is so good. So good. It fits them so well. I love that they also had like Hangul in the red because, you know, danger, and then Do-hyun in the blue because it was so good. It like matched them so well. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was so worried because MBK is just MBK. Uh-huh. But I was so surprised. I loved it. Like the
thing is,
Hangul looks so good.
I believed in this group this duo because I knew Do-hyun was not gonna come out here and make no dumbass music. Being a musical genius, he was not gonna come out and be like, "Oh yeah, this is great." He's gonna be like, "You know what? Y'all got me fucked up." He's like, "You're right. 70 other companies. You better give me some good shit. You give me some good shit right now."
I love that, and I love like it has like a house type of sound for the chorus, and you know, that's my shit. I was vibing. I was just Also,
the choreo was great. Mm-hmm. Like Terika was saying, the visuals were incredible. I love the contrast between, like you said, Hangul with the red and Do-hyun with the blue. Like, I thought it was super dope. It was a super dope way of, like, differentiating, like, their characters, I guess you could say.
And their vibes, too.
Yeah.
I feel like, as people.
And just, like, Do-hyun's rap, too, I was like,
he's so
spitting
good,
fire.
Bro. He's like 15. He's so good.
I know, it's insane.
That blows my mind. That how
like
young
his
he
voice,
is.
like it's so like I don't know, full to be
deep.
15.
It's deep.
Yeah, I really like the rose shot too. How Hyung like with all the roses, and then like Doyeon had the dead one, and so it was kind of like dark on his end and like kind of bright.
Yeah, Hangul with when he was like laying in the roses, like that was so beautiful. He looks so good.
Fucking Nam Do-hyun, bro. Like, yes.
That boy, I swear. Listen, that's why like this duo. I wanted them to be in a group so bad because I know just statistic wise, like duos don't usually do as well as groups. But like you can't deny the talent in these two boys. Like
They changing that narrative though because their shit is doing really well. They're doing
really? That's good. Oh,
Yes.
that's so good. I'm so happy.
I mean, it's two members of X1, of course.
Well, yeah, you're right.
It's inevitable.
But it's cute because they're promoting with Gravity and Hyungjun and Little Hangul. They were like dancing together. Oh my god.
She said
heart.
Little Hangul.
I know. I was like, Little Hangul. All right.
Listen, let me live.
Me and Cynthia did a reaction to this video, so it'll be out eventually.
Eventually.
Yes.
Another song Cynthia and I did a reaction to was IMFACT's Lie, and boy, oh boy, is this good. I like this song a lot.
It was
I like
smooth. Like the choreo was smooth. The vibe of the song was smooth. Like even like the build up, you're thinking that it's gonna have like this like drop, but it's just like it builds up and then it gives you like sexy. And I was like, ooh, this is soft. I like it. I was about it.
And it has that same type of sound. Like you can tell that it's an IMFACT song. You know what I mean? Because when I heard it, I was just like, bro, like it reminds me of Only You. And I'm just like, well, that's an IMFACT song. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, it makes sense. But Taeho, that man is so pretty.
He is.
Oh my God.
I screamed in his face that he was pretty, and I think I scarred him for life. I feel like if he ever saw me, he'd duck behind a bush. Like,
Please, he probably talks to his friends to this day about that moment. He's like, wow, you guys, one time
He does,
this girl...
Erica. He ain't that popular. He was like, one time this girl told me I was beautiful. In America, you guys, an American girl.
like, see that he jumped. He's
Bro.
like, oh.
Yeah, no, but I love the look of this music video and how they kept everything like just like the black and white, and then it would just randomly burst into color. I thought that was just so pretty and so well done. And I love IMFACT, and I wish that they would just hit gold.
Yeah, especially because they have a whole lot of J up. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that man.
understand
That man.
how this man has not just skyrocketed to fame and success. Like, his voice is literally one of my favorite in K-pop. And he's just sitting there just unappreciated, unloved for what? For what?
We love him though.
But I love IMFACT's vibe. I hate that they keep doing like, we're gonna come back, and it's just a single. I'm just like, listen,
Yeah.
like I want more, just not one song. I want more. But this song is just, it's just such a vibe, and it's just really good, and it's like I don't know what else to say. Like it's just good.
It's good.
And
I enjoy
everybody needs to go listen to it.
J-Up deserves better. Oh, wow. You know what I just realized? That the last 3 comes out because we talked about all included people who were in the unit. Amazing. Anyway,
You're right.
last but certainly not least, Mr. Kanto came back with a song called Favorite featuring Bumkey. I think this video was cute.
It was so funny. I enjoyed it.
It was so cute. He was just waiting. I said it. I was just like, he taking us to the Wild Wild West out here.
The Wild Wild West.
Good Lord.
Even though the video was like the Wild West, as Carolina says,
Right?
this is indeed a roller skate song. And if you are new to the podcast, I would just like you to know that there are some songs that you just have to play as your cassette player is just playing and you're riding your roller skates, you know, in the simpler time when the measles were big or something. I don't know.
God. I think that one day we're gonna be able to raise money and have a skate party function, and every song that we've mentioned is a roller skating song is gonna be on the playlist. I feel like that would be so.
We should make
fun.
a playlist. We should start our playlist.
We need to, yeah.
A roller
Yeah,
skate
that'd be
playlist,
cool too,
okay.
especially with summer coming, because it's like summer vibes, roller skating.
You're
together.
right. But back to Kanto. I love the groovy feel of it, and it's way poppier than like what his past songs were, because he focused a lot on like rap, and now like this is way poppier, but it suits him. Like he did incredible. He even like in the video he did like choreo and everything. And I was just like, my dude, let's go. Yes,
Let's go.
And I also found out that apparently him and Bumkey had been in a group together at one point.
Oh,
I had no idea about that.
Me neither.
Troy.
So here
The
we
more
are.
you know.
Right?
I'm saying. But this was really cute, and the music video was really cute. And it's just him saying that you're his favorite.
Also, another person that got robbed on the unit. Wow, 3 in a row.
I'm saying.
J-Up, and Kanto. Wow.
Yikes.
But they put Marco in the group. You know
But
what?
my thing is, but I mean, if you think about it, did they really get robbed though? Did they really want to be stuck in Japan for 36 years?
I mean,
You're not wrong.
you're not wrong. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, the concept of the unit, great. The execution, not so great. Anyways. All right, everybody, we're going to move on to our album review. And we do have a guest for today's podcast. We have Alexis with us.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me to talk about one of my fave groups. So I'm really excited to get into it.
Now, if you guys don't know Alexis Hodoyan, she is a journalist and she does most of it's mostly K-pop that she covers for different outlets. So yeah, everybody, you need to go follow her because she's a huge agase. But okay, I'm really excited to talk about this album because GOT7 took us on a really dark and sexy and brooding type of theme and concept here. So our first song in the album, first of all, the album is called Die. If you guys don't know, we did die because of
Which
it.
is what we did,
and yeah, so there's that. The first song on the album is called Aura, and Mr. Youngjae had something to do with the song.
Of course he did. The
Yep.
talent.
Listen, even the name is his pen name is ours. I was just like, Aura. Wow. So genius. But the song started off the album giving us just
It's sexy.
Sexy.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
sexy. From the opening note, you're just like, whoa, what am I getting into here?
And it sounds like a Youngjae song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, the only thing that I was iffy about, this song did take a couple listens for me to like it because the
Fake.
auto-tune
You're
that they
so
put.
wrong for that. You're so wrong for that. I love
Fake
it.
fan.
Listen, the thing is that the song I liked, but that auto-tune that they put on Youngjae when he would say aura, I was just thrown back. But after a while, I was just like, you know what? It fits. This song is a bop. I'm gonna just look past that real quick. But now I like it. So I don't know.
The
Did
way-
GOT7 do brainwash? Maybe.
Maybe. The way that I felt about the auto-tune is because I took the whole theme into context because it's the whole Romeo and Juliet situation, right? And the whole album, the layout of the songs follow the whole story of Romeo and Juliet. If you think about the 90s, it's literally the entire story if you think about the 90s remake. So to me, the auto-tune and aura, since it's the first meeting of Romeo and Juliet where they're at that party and everything's kind of I don't know, hazy and blurry. Have you seen the 90s remake with Leonardo DiCaprio in
Oh
it?
yes, girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
and
love,
everything's kind of
love.
that part they're kind of blurring and the stuff like that. That's the auto-tune part. That's the, you know what I mean? That's the...
Okay.
It is,
Okay,
the
yeah.
feel when he sees her across the room at the club. But it's not a club. It's a masquerade
It's just
party.
a party. It's just a party.
It's a party. But
A
it's
masquerade
2020, so it's
club.
the club. So I felt
That
like
is
the
the
auto-tune
club.
really fit in that instance because it's kind of that whoa, that robotic haziness of seeing somebody flying across the room. That's how I feel.
Plus, it was a nice little throwback. We know that this is not Britney Spears, he doesn't need the auto tune. It was just a little nice effect that he threw in just to I don't know.
Yeah, it was a nice little bit of nostalgia. I feel
Yeah.
because the whole vibe of the song in general is kind of a '90s R&B pop thing. So I think the auto tune was fitting in that perspective. I
Yeah.
know it's Young Jay doesn't need auto tune. Why does this boy got auto tune on? But sometimes maybe he just wants to play around, Carolina. Okay,
It just
Why
fit
not
the
auto-tune?
aesthetic of the
Listen,
song.
after I didn't say it was bad. It just took me back.
Some people use autotune as an instrument.
Well, yeah,
you know?
okay, you're right.
He wanted to add a little extra oomph.
So-
This is what happened. He was recording it, and then he was like, "I'm gonna piss Carolina off. You guys, you ready?"
Auto-tune.
I need to brace myself because there's a song on this album that I am not 100% there yet. So
Ooh,
see?
oh my god, what is it? The suspense.
Carolina knows. Carolina knows.
No, but this song is super good as well. Their falsettos are really pretty in this song, vocal wise at least.
Ooh, yes.
Especially Jin Young, come through, sir, with the falsetto.
I just know that there's like for Bam Bam's rap, like he came at us with that deep voice, bro. I was just living for that.
Bam
Like,
Bam
that
was A+
so
his
nice.
whole album.
I
You're right, that
100%
too.
agree,
Except for
and that's
his
not
hair.
us being biased,
Except for his
okay?
hair.
His hair
Oh
is
yeah,
great.
he looks
Leave
like
him
he has a
alone.
bowl cut. But
Like you said, let him try new things. That's like the opposite of a bowl cut. What are these kind of bowl cuts have you seen in your life?
that's a bowl cut.
Doing like the
to
Park
me.
Seo-yi thing from Itaewon class.
Yeah,
But
that's what everybody was telling
Yeah,
him.
right. And I also didn't like that haircut.
But I mean, it matches his skin tone, so like it just doesn't. It's not.
I think for Weekly Idol they were dancing and he matched like the background, so he looked bald and it
Damn.
snatching.
like poor Bam Bam.
Double B.
We do.
Yeah, but besides that, yeah, no, this song, like the aura of the song, like is so good. See what I did there? Beautiful.
Amazing.
But I like lyric wise and like the rest of this again, like I never said like the autotune was bad. It's just like it took me by surprise and I was just like, yeah, like I don't know. But after listening to the song like 3 more times, I was just like, oh no, like I was like, this a bop. Like there's no denying about it. And even when I was first listening to it, like the only thing that I was just like iffy about was the autotune. The rest, I was vibing with the song. Cause Mr. Young J is out here.
I want to know who he messing around with. I know he got a girlfriend.
His wife.
I know you got
His
a wife
wife.
and 7 kids. I know you're married. Like you ain't writing these songs about no one, sir.
I'm telling you, maybe that's why he was in New York that long. They took a vacation.
Maybe.
Or she's in New York.
Oh,
And that's probably what it is. Because if my man had money like that and he just took me to New York, I'd be like, I can go to New York my own damn self. Can we go somewhere like more romantic? I don't want to be like, no. So maybe she lives in New York. We'll go with that.
Take me to Rome, bitch. Come on.
This was really good though. I love that it was like a good start for the rest of the album. Like
Is it
Terika was
technically
saying,
the
like
B-side? This is a B-side, right? For the
yeah, they're
comeback?
promoting
Yeah.
with this and with Poison.
Poison.
Ooh, Poison.
what was the last song that Young J did for their albums? Because honestly, off the top of my head, like I can't remember. Because he mostly does like ballads. Like the only up tempo thing that I can remember from him is Rewind. So this was like
Which is a bop.
yeah, for sure.
Wasn't Hey a Young J song?
Oh yeah, it was but that was like a cuter like era.
Yeah.
So this was like a good update on like what Young J is producing and like what he's working on sounds like, and I thought that, and plus it like went really well like musically with the rest of the album, well EP, and I feel like that's something that we don't see a lot with K-pop EPs or albums, like that they flow, and this is one thing that this album did, like it like each song is different, but as a like as an entire, you know, like a body of work, like it flows well, like everything, you know, like I don't know, I just really like that it had that cohesion, and like as you guys were saying, like it tells a story but also with the music and the production.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
it was a really great way to start the album as well. Because they could have had any of these songs start the album, but I think like having this song particularly start the album was like a not only like in the storytelling aspect, but in the musicality aspect, I guess you can say. I think it was just like a dope choice in general.
Yeah, because it like builds up to the single.
Yeah, like that's why I think it just like set up the tone. Again, that's why I said like it set up the aura of the album.
Yes, Young J. Yes, Young J.
It's what we're here for. But okay, well, let's move on to the next song of the album. We have Crazy, which is my favorite track on the album. And are we surprised that J Bum is the one that did this song? No, I'm not surprised. Like, I am not. I heard the first, like, when I first heard this album and I heard the beginning, literally, I was maybe like 10 seconds in. I stopped it and I said, I bet you this is J Bum's song. Because I didn't remember, like, who did what. And after, I was just like, it is. And I'm like, I knew it just from the style of it. Like, it's such a sexy song. Like, and this, like, just the sexiness of it, like, the vibe of it, like, it just screamed J Bum.
The thing, I actually, like, when I first started listening to the album, I pulled up the that little credits thing that they published because I wanted to know what each song was. And when I saw Crazy, like my mind immediately went like, oh, this is another Page, this is another Teenager, this is another Thursday, which is fine. We love that. from them. And when he hit us with the SoundCloud JB, I was shook. Like, I could not believe that he, like, went there for GOT7, you know? And it's still, like, to be honest, I think I tweeted it, that to me, this song is, like, GOT7 featuring JB, kind of. Because that chorus is very GOT7, and it obviously got, like, the JYP treatment and whatever, but it's still, like, a very JB SoundCloud song. Yeah. And I loved it. I fucking love that for him because I've been waiting for his solo. So this is like the next best thing, I guess.
It ain't JB. It's not J-Bum. It's Def song.
That's what this song screams, and like I'm here for it. I love these types of songs. I love Def's like. Obviously, I love his SoundCloud music, so that's why the moment this started, I was like, "Oh, this Endgame. This is my favorite song." And you have just like the vocal of this, and I just want to say a major shout out to Jin Young because he has like a breathy singing in this, and I just yes.
just yes.
Like I don't even have words. I was like he was singing, I'm like Jin Young, like you are stealing the cake in this, like all of it.
Stealing the cake.
Yeah, it's like it's not a slice. No, he took the whole thing.
Dead. God.
That analogy.
Yes, stealing the cake.
Cause he got cake.
He do.
Oh my god.
He's got cake and the same haircut for 7 years. It's great.
I'm saying.
This is my second favorite song, and I did not expect that because a little secret of mine is that I'm JB biased.
No, you heard it here first, folks.
and half of it, it's because I honestly don't know if it's like one of those things that I'm not sure, like, oh, I love his music because I love him, or his music is so good that it makes me love him even more. Maybe it's both. But anyway, I like his songs are always my favorite on the albums, and then this one, I listened to it, I loved it, but then 2 songs later, I was like, I'm sorry, someone took that crown from you. It was stolen from you. I'm so sorry, but for me, the best song was another one, but we'll talk about that later.
Ooh. The struggle of loving J-Bum. But honestly, I feel that way with GOT7 at times, because people are just like, like, this isn't this is a bad song. And I'm just like, what you mean it's a bad song? No, it is. And then I just sit there like, am I just loving this because I love GOT7? Or am I loving it because it's actually good?
We can't even lie. There is some GOT7 songs that are, they ain't the best. And it's okay.
No,
it's
you're
okay.
right.
We can say that there are some trash GOT7 songs out there.
But you gotta really love GOT7 to admit that to yourself,
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, like last year, I was shaking my head when they were like in Europe singing Fish for some reason. Like, who said?
Oh my god!
Who said that? That was something that needed to happen. I don't understand.
There's so many other songs that don't get performed, but they were just like, you know what? Let's perform
let's bring
Fish.
back Fish.
I'll never forget on the last tour me and Terica went to, when they started playing out, and me and her just kind of looked at each other. We were like, well, I mean, I guess the only thing we can do is...
I guess we have to, like, we're here. We might as well just pretend at least, I love out.
Oh my god.
God, Lord.
I mean, I love it because it's funny. It's a fun song. Plus, like, half of the standing GOT7 is like not taking them 100% serious, with like these songs. Like, it's just a fun song. Yeah. So when I first listened to that song, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then by like the 10th listen, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm out. And then they did the little meme that they had going on before that song came out, the 1 out, 2 out, 3 out, whatever.
Yes.
So it like brings everything full circle. I mean, it's a 100% stan song, and that's fine. I can admit that.
Yeah, I feel like it's just one of those songs that when you're like, you take it in stride. When they're there and they're performing it live, you're like, yeah, having a great time. But if it comes up on your like shuffle, you're like, oh god, no, please. And you're like,
That's me with Shopping Mall. I cannot.
fucking
Oh,
love
God.
shopping mall. I'm the total opposite. I love it.
Yeah, no, see, I can
love
listen to like Shopping Mall live. Heck yeah, I get lit. Like this is my jam, But if I don't go like looking for that song,
Oh no, bitch. I be in the mood to listen to JB say credit. I'm like, yeah.
God, no.
I love that song. Honestly, the last tour, the number one thing that I was the most hype about was that I knew that song was gonna be like that was like one of their encore songs, and I
dang.
almost cried. I was like, I can't believe that I'm like watching them perform Shopping Mall. It's amazing. I love it.
Us that one tour when they convinced everyone they weren't gonna sing just right, and everyone was like, "Why?" And then they came out and sang it in LA, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the best time."
oh, that's right.
And then
yes.
and they keep shading us about it. They're just like, I guess you guys like just right, so we're gonna do it. Dumb bitches.
You're fucking right, we do.
That's like one regret. I was like, I should have just gone to fucking Europe when they were doing I Like You and all of that. Honestly, that was a really hard.
Bro.
That was a really hard time on Twitter to just like log in every day and see what songs they were doing out there.
I know. Oh, bless their souls. Anyways, back to this album, everybody.
On to the title track.
Crazy J Bum, you did amazing, honey. Let's move on to the title track, Not by the Moon. Everybody, we have Prince GOT7, Romeo and Juliet GOT7.
We have a Romeo GOT7. That's right.
And honestly, it felt like I was joining a cult by the end of that music video. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it did get a little culty, and I was like, whoa, where's this going? But I enjoyed it.
I was shooketh when I first heard this and saw the music video because, wow, outfits on point. They look so good. And the choreography of this is beautiful.
The choreo is pretty.
But that's like the one thing that GOT7 will never disappoint us with. It's choreography.
It's choreo. Yeah.
Literally.
But I love this concept for them. Like I've mentioned, I love the dark vibes of it. I've always said that I wanted GOT7 to do like a darker sound. And I feel like with this, they delivered just that. And it was just like so nice to see them do something different. Even like just like style wise, like J Bum with the long hair. And yeah.
Let me stop, Rick.
And also, we got Mark finally having actual lines that are not cringy lines. And I was so proud of that.
Honestly, like, that's one really good thing that I will say about this song is that it's the best Mark has sounded in a while. I want to say maybe since Fly.
Oh my God.
Let's go, Mark Twain.
Yeah, no, he brought it this time because... Listen, when he did the one that you are a part of me, we are me, I was just like, hell no. Who wrote this? Who gave this to you? Why?
Liz really likes that part, I think. Whenever I was just like, ew, please no, I hate this part. She's like, no, turn it up. I'm like, ew, why?
But I thought they were gonna give us like Vampire GOT7, but
I would have liked that.
Your dream.
I'm gonna say something controversial and brave and
boom,
out of pocket. But this is my favorite GOT7 title track.
Wow.
Really?
Oh my God.
Here's why. Okay. For GOT7, for me personally, I love GOT7. I do. Yeah, like, I love GOT7. But this is the best, like, full developed concept I think that they've had. Like, everything from the imagery to the story to the lyrics matching the visuals. Like, everything was just, like, so good. And especially with like the Romeo and Juliet vibe, because a bitch loves some Shakespeare shit. This is just good. And I love how they represented the phases of the moon in terms of like inconsistency and like betrayal, and like the moon imagery like could be a symbol of like madness because it's Romeo and Juliet obviously, or like it can be a symbol of like purity, and like just the imagery in general in the music video, like from the scene where Jackson was sitting on the throne and like the two sides were fighting, which is obviously like the Montagues and the Capulets like fighting. Yeah, it was just like everything about it was just so good in that sense. Like I literally watched the music video and I got chills and I recognized the imagery like immediately, and I was like, holy shit, this is genuinely like a Romeo and Juliet fucking
The music video helped me like the song, because when I listened to the album first, and I was like, like, it wasn't bad. I was just like, okay, cool, but like, it wasn't my favorite. But pairing it with the music video definitely helped, I guess, because you get the imagery and you kind of like feel the song more. But like, just listening to it at first listen, it took me a minute. I was just kind of iffy about it. I know everyone's really excited and they were like, this is so great, and like you said, this is your favorite title song, but I was just like, I dig it, but it wasn't my favorite.
For me, like, I really, really liked it but when I first heard the song, I heard it while watching the music video. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, and I was really into the, like, visuals of it and stuff like that. Like, I will admit, like, I really liked it, but it was not my favorite in the album after listening to the album. But after listening to it so much, like, now I'm just like, heck yeah, like, this is so, like, it's really good and it fits them.
I'll say that I agree that this is like one of their better music videos, because honestly, they always get like bullshit music videos. Like, it's just like they're in a room and they were dancing. So this at least had like a little bit of depth to it. This by no means is a fave for me in any way. Honestly, as a comeback as a whole, it's probably one of my least favorites. And I know this is like 1000% just a me thing. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, it's bad or it's this or it's that. Like, it's just a personal preference of mine. When I went into once the teaser started coming out, like, at first, like, I was with it, I was feeling it. And once we started getting like a better picture of like the styling and everything, to me that wasn't GOT7. Like, I was like, this is, like, GOT7 is my second favorite group. My first favorite group is Super Junior, and I saw that, and it reminded me of, like, because Suju can be a little bit, like, visually romantic, like, with the styling and stuff. Not so much right now, but, like, they have been. Like, when they were doing Lo Siento, that kind of thing, like, they were, like, it's very luxe, the styling and everything. And so when I saw that, I was like, that's not really GOT7, you know? But it was like, okay, but it's still a concept. And also, like, I just, like, the You Calling My Name era was everything for me. So it was, like, impossible not to, like, compare, like, coming from that. So it was, like, a completely different thing, you know, like a 180 from it. So it was kind of like I wasn't feeling it. So I already went with those feelings to the song, and then when I saw it and I heard it and everything, I was like, yes, this is pretty, but I didn't get GOT7 from it. You know, it was kind of like, yeah, like, they're really good at performing. Like, I understand that's like the quality that you will get with every GOT7 comeback. But the song itself, like, it just sounded like, you know, like what JYP wants GOT7 to be, not what GOT7 is. And I think that when you take into account, like, the other songs that they wrote, and also the songwriters that they worked with, who have worked with them on other projects, it was like that's the one thing that I take, like, that I base myself to, like, see their growth as artists, is their B-sides. So that song, it, like, kind of, like, sticks out like a sore thumb, you know. But I understand that it has to be the single, and it has to be, like, big and explosive and whatever. But it kind of made me, like, resent it a little bit even more, because I was like, the B-sides are, like, so good. And I know that's, like, the one thing that we kind of, like, want to see them be them all the time, you know. And we kind of got that, I guess, with, like, 7 for 7, but we let that flop.
Listen, let me just not remember that time.
It was a sad time, so I understand why JYP is like, no, I'm gonna do your... Although I love that EP, but I understand why it would be like, nah, I'm gonna do your single. But, I mean...
Yeah.
After streaming the album, like, 5,000 times, like, I don't hate the song. It's grown on me. It's just, honestly... It's not a song that I will look for and play I will look for it and play Crazy, Aura, Poison, every other song on that EP. But this song, like, honestly, like, it's just not me. But also, like, it's not like I want to, like, bring my negativity into Twitter or anything. So it was kind of like I saw people enjoying it. I saw people loving the styling and everything. It was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm glad that people really like it. I personally don't, but also I got my life with the B-side, so it's Gucci. It's fine.
I think that's one of the things for me that's always happened with GOT7 albums is that the title tracks have lacked compared to the B-sides, and I almost think that's on purpose. I think that's kind of like GOT7's thing at this point. Like, oh, this is the GOT7 title track that JYP is giving you, but here's all these B-sides that are actually like the music that we make. Because you take You Calling My Name, for example. Like, that EP was like God tier musicality from GOT7. Like, that EP was incredible. Amen. So you take like the evolution of GOT7's musicality, even from like JB like actually getting a title track with Lullaby, and you put it against B-sides, and you're like, oh well, I mean, the title track's okay. And I mean, in this one, compared to the rest of the album, I agree that it's an okay song. But I think in terms of like title tracks in general, like just based on title tracks for GOT7, I feel like this one was the best JYP GOT7 title track that has been released, is like the sense of this, because there's 3 other songs on this album that I would have chose a title track over this song.
Like Love You Better? Yeah.
Literally.
Poison could have been a good, like, just throw in like a little bit of more noise in there to like make it more
more noise.
And
more chartable.
Yeah, and it'll be like okay, that's another thing. When I listen to the song, like, I feel like, to me, it was like I know that that's not something that GOT7 is doing. Like, they're not pursuing like an American, like the market or anything. But when I heard the song, I was like, that is what it sounds like. Like, oh, we want to appeal more to like Western audiences. But that's, my interpretation. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying like that is what it is. It's just like that's what it came off.
Yeah. I feel like, I feel like I'm torn because I like the song, but at the same time, and I want the best, like, this is doing amazing, and I'm so happy for that. But at the same time, I was just like, the other songs are way better, and they could have been a title. So it's just like, you kind of see, you're like, okay, like, it's doing really well, people like it, and even I like it, but at the same time, you're just like, but what if they would have picked this other song? Like, would it have been doing better? Would it have not? Would it be doing the same? And that's kind of like what you always get with GOT7, and, like, at least for me, like, I just don't want a repeat of UR era, like Alexis said, because let me tell you, that was so sad. Like, to this day, I think back to it, and I'm just like, please, no.
That is like one of their best singles. Like, it's so sad.
Saying.
It's so sad to think about that era. But also, I think that I'm really bitter that, like, Carolina, that for years I've just been like praying to like anyone who exists and will hear me that I wanted a whole concept for GOT7. And we got it.
Yes.
We got it. We got it with You Calling My Name. And then that was like snatched from us. And like we were given fucking Romeo and Juliet. Which is like, okay, it's cute. Like 2 years ago, like this would have been like everything. It's like, how do you go from like no t-shirt and like leather suits to this frilly pearl thing? Like I refuse. I refuse. At least we got it with the B-sides. Like, that's one thing that I was thinking, that, like, I think that GOT7 has evolved to, like it's part of their concept that they have, like, this sexiness. And I'm glad that it's there in the B-sides.
Oh, yeah, no, I would be so mad if, because, listen, I've been screaming since I started standing GOT7 that I want them to do an ad toy freaking concept.
Oh, yeah.
You've been screaming you want every group you stand to do an ad toy.
That is true.
Truly.
Okay, true, but mostly GOT7, okay? Like, I'm just like, imagine the power. And I feel that, like what Alexa said, like, when we got You Calling My Name, I was like, oh my God, like, we got sexy GOT7, oh my God. But then the promotions for that was like a week, and I'm like, how dare you do this? How dare you? Give us our meal, and then as we're about to eat it, you take it away. How dare you? Like, wow.
They didn't let us finish it. They took it away before.
Right? I'm just like so sad. But okay, well, let's move on then to the next on the album. We mentioned it a little bit. We have "Love You Better," which is
my
Jin Young's
my
song.
favorite song on the
My
album.
favorite song too. Oh, it's so good. Let me cry.
Before anybody says anything, I just want to say something really quick. When I heard Double B, my soul escaped my body. Okay, thank you.
I feel that. I'm right there with you, Cynthia.
I know. Sister Wives. Literally, I was like, oh my god, yes! I forgot how much I missed it. Sorry. Anyway.
No, it's true though. Like that's how I felt too when I heard that. I was just like, I felt that in my soul. That Double B, I felt it in my soul.
I almost had a natural reaction though. He said Double B, and I was be like, "Party all night, y'all." And I was like,
We've all reached that point in like Stockholm Syndrome where we're like, yes, Double B, that's a thing. You can say that.
You can't say that.
It's I forgot what it was, but I think there was another idol that did something and they were just like, yeah, Double B, and somebody in the comments was just like, no, that's Bam Bam. I was just like, whoa now. Like calm down. Calm down.
He made it happen.
But this song, Love You Better, Jin Young, listen, he always gives us like the
songs on the album. You're right.
well, yeah, that, but also it's like he always has songs that are like suggestive and in the lyrics and everything. I was just like, because they have a lyric that said, don't worry about it, what you're going to do behind that closed curtain, I want you to think of me. And I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep.
As a Jin Young song enthusiast, aka all of my favorite album tracks are Jin Young songs. Hello. I was just going to say that this song is literally on my favorite GOT7 songs ever list. Thank you.
I feel that.
I support that.
Literally, just everything about the song was just great. The melody was incredible. The sexy, it was almost like a fun sexy rather than like a sultry sexy. And again, just like with Young J, Jin Young, I know you got somebody out there. Who is she? I want to know everything about her because I need to thank her for whatever she is doing to you because bless. Because you writing the most, sir. You doing the most, and I am here for it. And thank you for your contribution to my life. I enjoy it.
What I really liked about this song was that, because I do like the songs that Jin Young has done for GOT7 as of late, like Firework and like all of that, like those are cute. But this song gave me like it felt like a JJ Project song, like from Burst 2.
Oh my god, that
like
album.
I heard it and I was like, exactly, like that album is like, to be honest, like no bias.
The Bible.
Yeah, it's like one of the best K-pop albums of like the last 10 years or something. Like it's really good.
Oh yeah.
You're right, queen.
And that's what it reminded me more of of his previous songs that he's done for GOT7, and I thought that it was like really good. And something that I love about Jin Young is that he always makes himself the star of his songs.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Like
does.
Jin Young song.
JB will like barely have lines in his songs. Like he'll throw in a
he's like,
falsetto
"No, get
here
outta
and
here."
there, and he'll like say 2 words in the chorus, and that's it. But like Jin Young is like, no bitch, this is my song and I'm gonna shine. And you know what? Can't help but to stand.
I support it.
Exactly.
He was like, JB, you can say love, love, Serenade once, and that's it. And then you gotta go.
Okay, bye, you're done.
Bro,
We don't need you.
but that's one of my favorite parts in the song. Like towards the end, like it slows down and it's like a little bit quiet, and it's just J Bum doing the chorus part, and then
R&B
like.
king.
Ooh, like them vocals, like that's why I feel like even though it's true though, like Jin Young puts himself like as a star because hello, but the parts that he gives the members, I feel like it works. I mean I don't know if they just say like, okay, you sound better here, you sound better here, but I feel like if it is that way, like it just works out.
I just love to think about them like in the like in the studio, and Jin Young's like, okay, go ahead, JB, start recording, and he goes, he's like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, like, okay, that's enough. You can leave now.
Like that's it.
But I do the choruses. I love the contrast between Jin Young and Yugyeom. I think their voices are just really good together. Their contrast between the two of them, and I love how they in the first chorus it's Jin Young singing first and then Yugyeom, and then in the second chorus it's Yugyeom singing first and then Jin Young. I was just like,
that
wow,
combo.
My ears are so blessed. But yes, them as a duo is great. So, like, I always say, like, I loved Just Two, but, like, if Jin Young and Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever did a unit,
I'd love
Tom
it.
and Jerry.
I literally wrote that in my notes too. Like almost in every single of my bullets, like for a different song, it's like that combo. Like I just love how their voices fit together. And then it's just me screaming Double B because again, I just feel like he had zero bad lines this whole album. I'm just gonna stick to that. Thank you.
Bam Bam has had 0 bad lines for the last, like, 5 years. I love that for him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because he got to provide for me and Terica. That's why.
You're
He
right.
got 2 wives.
For the Sister Wives Club.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I also really liked like the little video game sounds. If that makes
Yeah.
I don't know if that like how
Yeah,
else to
yeah,
describe it, but you know what I mean. Like in the background, like those little like doo-doo-doo.
Miss been playing Animal Crossing for 2 months. She's like, I love the video game sounds.
That's what it sounds like. It's like
But we
very,
all
like,
know what she means. Like you hear it and you're like, yes, that's a video game.
It's
Yes,
like-
I know what she means.
yes, it's like very like Porter Robinson, which is like what I describe, or Kid if you're new to the radio.
Yes.
Next, we're going to talk about our Latin kings with Trust My Love.
Hey.
Yeah, I love this song. This is my favorite
this
song
song.
off the album.
Oh my god,
We
me
love
too.
a redemption arc because that was the Japanese alleged reggaeton song that like
Stop.
Oh my
We don't talk
God,
about her.
I didn't even.
I
I don't
almost,
think I listened
I almost
to it.
had to drop them because of that song, and then I was like, no.
The thing is that we were so excited. We were so excited for that. We're like, reggaeton? Oh, okay. And then it dropped and we were just like, disappointment.
I saw reggaeton and I was like, this is gonna be a mess. And then I heard it and it was like, yep, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a mess. And this one, no
said
one said it was
disappointed,
reggaeton.
but not surprised.
No one said anything, and it was like perfect. You know, we love
I
a
listened
tropical
to it
moment.
and I was like, wow, this is what they wanted that other song to be. Got it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Listen, as soon as the song started, I missed the club.
The clip.
I was like, wow.
I missed the clip.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting this sound at all.
Me
When
neither.
the song started, I was just like, like, doom, doo, 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 doom, doo. I was like,
Did my playlist switch to Bad Bunny? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I love Jackson's impression of Bad Bunny on this song.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. Honestly, this is, I don't want to say it's my least favorite in the album. It's still good. It's so good.
Wow, put
but
some
you know,
respect
you
on
always have to have a last. And I feel like, you know what? Maybe the title is my last.
She said, I feel like I have to have a last. You don't have to have a last.
You're right. They can all just be number 4 instead of 5.
Exactly.
But I love how upbeat it is. I love the lyrics behind this because it's like, trust me and we can overcome anything. And I love the trust my love. Like, that is so catchy. I'll be randomly just like doing something and then all I can hear in my head is trust my love.
You know how we got like 7 versions? We got like 7 versions of Lullaby in different languages. Can I get a version of this in Spanish?
Featuring who?
Featuring, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many choices. Maybe
Bad Bunny can
Bunny
take
actually
over.
be Bad
Yeah,
Bunny.
he can take over Jackson's impression of
Yeah.
it.
You're right. I like Jackson's voice on this though. It's so raspy. It fits it. Like I want to shake my ass and hear
yeah.
his voice in my ear. Like I like that.
You're right.
I feel like it fits.
Maybe-
I really like this song.
Maybe we'll shake it up. We'll get like a Karol G collab or Nati Natasha.
Ooh. But imagine though, this song actually with a reggaetonero. That,
Ooh.
We need a tiny remix on this song.
Right.
yeah.
Listen, JYP, hire us. We're gonna start the petition to remix this into a reggaeton song featuring a Latin artist, and then with GOT7 singing in Spanish. Okay, let's go.
Ooh, imagine, bro. But I love this vibe for them and everything. We have one more song though on this album,
These
Called
songs,
Poison.
Queen.
D song.
and guess who wrote on this? This is Yu-Gi-Oh song, everybody. Thank you.
Are we
He's done his
surprised?
service.
A Scorpio
No.
King.
Listen, when Jackson said that this song was the daddy song, and I was just like, excuse me? But then I
He
heard
was
it and I
not
said,
lying.
oh, I see why she attacked. That's what I
First of
said.
all, that whistling note thing in the beginning, I knew. I was like, this song about to be that bitch. She gonna be that bitch. She's that bitch that like walks into a room and everyone's like, damn, that's poison. That
Poison.
is what poison is in human form. Like, she's that girl or that person when they walk in, you just like, ooh, what? Say
I
less.
feel that.
That's what she
Listen,
is.
this song is the we're ready to booty pop everywhere. That's what this song is. Like, you know how we said we were gonna go to the club because Trust My Love got us all shaking our ass? Well, Poison is the one that it comes on and we dropping it low. That's it.
The Poison is the one where you already like 7 shots in, all your friends are doing her rat shit, and it comes on and y'all are like, oh my god, and you like all go to the middle of the floor and you're like, woo. That's what Poison is.
Oh my
Exactly.
You know what frustrated me about this song? This is like recent. I saw it like today in the morning that I saw like one of their performances from this song. I can't like honestly. I don't understand their choreography for this song. I was like, this is a whole song.
Weird.
Like, why are you doing sharp movements? Like rotate those hips, man. Rotate them. Like, oh, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch these. I'm just gonna focus on the gifs of Jinyoung and like his stairs and stuff like that, and like not look at the choreography because it was such a letdown.
When I watched the one from Countdown, I think it was, and they had like the door and stuff, and I was
the one with the door.
Like, are they gonna do like? Oh, I was getting ready, and I like the choreo, but I feel like yes, like it was a missed opportunity to do.
But there was like a disconnect.
Like with the song and the lyrics of the song, the vibe of the song, like I feel like the choreo needed to be something, like a little bit on the sexier side and
like
less like structured.
Mm-hmm. They have that one move where they like take off the jacket like just to like show a little bit of shoulder. Like that should have been the energy throughout the entire song
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
for the whole thing. I feel it. I feel that. Yeah. I feel like at times too, GOT7 does things and they're just like, we're just gonna tease them because that's just how they are, and it's annoying. Like, how dare you?
Listen, Bam Bam, though, in the song was a sugar daddy of his destiny. Like, that man is destined for greatness in the realm of sugar daddiness. And this was the beginning steps.
He is a papi chulo to the core of his being.
As soon as I heard his verse, I imagined him like in the club, like a silk shirt, like a button up with like some buttons down with sunglasses, just like vibing. He was like,
Imagine that with me and Terika on each one of his arms. Like, beautiful. Imagine that.
But also, I was feeling Mark's verse. And I was feeling it, and then he was like, "Any, meeny, miny, mo." I was like, "Oh, we could have left it. We could have left it out. We could have left."
He wanted to make sure we could sing along. God, why are you hating on my best friend?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Listen, I was feeling him this whole album. Like even like the stages and stuff. I'm like, damn, Mark is like, he looked good. Like he fine this comeback. And then he was like, "Any, miny, mo." I was like, God damn it! It's like it had to happen.
Overall, though, for this album, the rapping was like the highlight for me for this whole album. For the entirely.
Jackson sound hella good this album. I was like, oh,
that's one thing. Jackson,
this isn't GOT7 Jackson. This is Jackson Wang. This is Jackson Wang.
I loved him starting Poison. Like him starting this song was like phenomenal.
Also, that high note at the end of Poison, I'm pretty sure it was Young Jay because, or J Bum, one of them, but whoever it was killed that shit. I was like, yes, okay.
But all in all, this album, I love the concept, love the songs. Honestly, just like the reaction of people like online and things like that, I feel like this was well received. And I don't know if it's because we were thirsting over GOT7 for the longest because, we were in like a drop of GOT7 content, but even then I've seen a lot of people that are not even like a Gosses or don't even stand GOT7 that have like this.
And you know what, like speaking about the drought, like that's like one thing that I've really enjoyed about this comeback, that it's like I watched their Weekly Idol the other day and they like genuinely
so cute.
Look like they haven't seen each other in like in a while, and they're like actually like really glad to be around each other. Like you can see it. Aww. Like they like that B cut when they were doing the like girls, and they're like laughing their ass off and stuff like that. Like I love to see that. I was like, you know what? It's fine that we had to go through that drought because now they're together and they're like completely fine.
I know. And I love it because they all did GOT7 at the same time and it wasn't planned. And oh my God. Like, I miss
No
them. Like, I
hours.
like seeing them doing solo stuff because, duh, like, if they want to do something, then they should go and do it. But seeing them all together and, like, working together, like, it's, like, so nice. But I'm really proud of them, honestly. Like, just thinking about, like, my first comeback with them was Fly. So thinking of, like, from Fly to now, like, their talent, like, their writing skills, their songs, like, the production, everything, like, it's so much better, and you can see their growth.
I think that's something that's been, like, not just as a fan, but just, like, you know, as a writer or whatever, that's been, like, cool to see about GOT7 is that GOT7 came out at, like, that pivotal moment where, like, groups were coming out, like, being producers, being choreographers, being, like, you know, all of this. And they came, you know, those first few comebacks, like, they were just, like, you know, like, this is your song and this is what you're gonna do it. Which is fine, like, we love that in K-pop also. We support that. But
Yeah.
they adapted to the times, and I don't think that it was like, oh, you have to, but it was kind of like, you can see that they were, you know, like, it was like a trial and error. Like, so, I mean, apparently JB did Fish, and we, you know, we're glad that, like, all these years later, we have now Crazy, you know, and that's been really cool because you actually have, like, a track record to see, like, wow, like, this is where JB started and this is where he is right now. And that's, like, really cool to see their, like, evolvement as artists and, like, creative. So, you know, it's overall a really good album, and I'm, like, really proud of them and everything. And yeah.
All right, well, any final thoughts?
Stan GOT7, everybody.
You right.
Double beat.
I don't know where this trend came from on hating on GOT7 is, like, cool and edgy, but you're not funny. And Stan GOT7.
Well, thank you, Alexis, so much for being on the podcast and for sharing your Agassi thoughts with us, because we love that.
All her links will be in the description.
Yeah, make sure you guys go follow her and check her out and all of her writings, because honestly, she is one of my favorite writers. Yes.
Aww, thank you.
So we're gonna finish off with songs of the week, you guys. Woo! I have 3 songs of the week this week. Funny enough, they're all by the same group.
Wow.
NCT Dream. So my first song of the week is NCT Dream. My first song of the week is my favorite NCT song ever, of all units, ever, of all NCT-ness, ever. My first and last love. It's my favorite NCT song ever.
That's
ever.
my favorite NCT Dream song. Oh my god.
And my second NCT Dream song of the week is Go, because I watched a music video again.
Hey!
And I was like, wow, could you imagine how powerful it would have been if it was 2020 Dream doing Go with 2020 Mark as well? Like, wow, the power.
Well,
Anyway.
guess what? When they do that SM concert, they might be doing it.
Oh yeah, they'll probably perform Go. Oh my god.
Terica, we gotta buy it. Okay, 15.
Oh girl,
okay.
you knew I was gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy that damn stupid e-ticket too. Best believe. Anyway.
Okay, make sure you send me a link. I'll stay up and watch it with you. And yes, Go is the second song, and the last song, nostalgic, chewing gum, chewing gum, chew.
Such an iconic song.
It really
Even
is.
people that don't like the song know the song.
Yeah.
My song of the week is actually this is by pure coincidence, Jackson Wang.
I thought you were gonna say NCT Dream, and I was like, oh my god.
No.
No.
Wow, what's wrong with
Yikes,
NCT
wow.
Dream? God.
They're just not my cup of tea. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them. It's just I don't personally like them.
NCT Dream is the superior NCT. What the heck?
Really
For you.
Yes.
For you.
Honestly,
For the
NCT Dream
world.
and Wavy are right there. I need to figure out who's my top.
Mine's Wavy. But anyway. Okay. My song of the week is 100 Ways by Jackson Wang.
About
I have another song of the week besides my one song of the week. You guys aren't escaping from that. My other song of the week is by Victon, which is Pedal. Also coincidence that we're going to film a reaction to this.
Yay!
And my one song of the week is a classic Valkyrie. I've been listening to that song again. Superior.
Fucking debut right there.
I'm
So
saying.
that was a fucking debut right there.
That was a
good
debut that slapped me
Wow.
across the fucking face, y'all. Like, I'll never forget that day.
Yeah, she
we
was
used to do
about it from jump. She was like, I love
I
them.
know, but then I was like, oh no, I cannot. Not another 9 and 5 liner. Now look at me. Who would have thought?
Like, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Not us. Not us.
But it's a beautiful love story. We support it.
Thank you.
So I have 2 songs of the week plus my NCT songs, I guess 3. Anyways, in lieu of everyone doing the 4 albums that you don't skip, I've been searching for my 4 albums. I feel like I have 2, so I've been just picking artists and listening to their random albums all the way through. And so my first song of the week is Deep in Love by Day 6.
Yeah.
I love that song. I love that entire album. And let me tell you, I did not skip a single song. So that might be one of my albums.
Yeah.
My second song of the week is not really a K-pop song. It's a cover of Talk by Khalid from my man Young K. Love him.
You right?
Yeah. You should listen to the cover. It's really, really good. It's acoustic and it's beautiful. And he's sitting in a
Young
hotel
K.
room just being beautiful and singing. And my NCT Dream song of the week is the 1 minute and 35 second mini clip of their new song Love Again that has not been released.
Right.
So it's gonna be my favorite song of the album, and I'm so excited. If you do not know, that's the one where they're on the bus and it has the 90s hip-hop feel to it.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Oh my god, is it the one that meshes with 101?
101,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So Carolina, go
I'm
watch
gonna need
it.
somebody to do a remix of that and
Go
put
watch
them
the
together.
clip, Carolina. I know you haven't, but it's great. You should watch it.
Oh no, I have.
Oh, you have?
I've seen it. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Of course. Love that for you. Yeah, support Dream, everybody.
Well, my songs of the week. I mean, we kind of figured who my song, what my songs are gonna be.
GOT7s.
Oh yeah. No, my
I
songs
didn't
of
know
the
you
week.
like GOT7, Carolina.
Right?
Right?
Who would have known that I like GOT7? It's not. I don't show it at all.
You don't talk about them at all. It's weird.
Right? What the heck? But I've been listening to a GOT7 Die streaming playlist because I'm trying to get them their wins. But I've been listening to Crazy by GOT7 from their newest album, as well as Love You Better from their newest album, and I've been listening to Unless I'm With You by Jackson Wang, because that is my jam from his album. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yay, stand GOT7. Thank you, everybody.
Woo, yes. I hope everybody is ready because next week after NCT Dream releases their album, we will have an NCT Dream album review. I'm just putting that out there now for you guys.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Also, everybody, like we mentioned, we are going to be putting Alexis links in for all of her social media down below. So if you guys want to go follow her and read some of her stories, I know that she's done interviews with BTS and GOT7 and all of that, and you can all check them out. They're really good.
And we love women of color in the K-pop realm doing their thing. Yes.
And again, massive thank you to Alexis for being on the podcast this week.
Yes. So much fun.
So that's it, everybody. So whether you are ready or not for NCT Dream, me and Terica are gearing up. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mood.
Or you're going to be listening to GOT7, crying about Raven. Make sure you always
Fangirl on.